What's going on, people? January, right, is kind of a big month for me. Not in like views or like revenue or anything. It was actually like strange little. We're gonna get into another topic real quick, and then I'll get back on topic. Like, what's weird about the YouTube thing is like, when people talk about like making money on here, it can be very unpredictable. Because like, I had a lot of views for January, like more than December, right? Which was strange because I had a lot in December. But the revenue that I accumulated for January was like significantly less than December. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know there are other factors that go into that whole thing. I'll get into that in a separate video. But yeah, it still just kind of blows my mind. But whatever. I don't do this for the money anyway. I do it because I have a lot of free time and I buy a lot of shoes. Getting back on topic, right? So, January. I did manage to hit a few milestones that month, right? And in no particular order, here they are. So I hit my little 700,000 views mark. Totally different. So that is pretty cool, right? I don't take that lightly, but at the same time, the skeptical side of me is like, you put up all videos like all the time. Like, wouldn't you expect to get a lot of views? And yeah, kind of. So it's like I'm proud of it, but at the same time, it's like, how proud should I be? That's my question, right? But hey, whatever. The videos are out there. People are watching them. I'm happy to know that, right? So that's important, right? Because otherwise, they're just videos, and it's like, why would they be out there? Why would I keep doing it, right? Because I'm not watching them, and if no one else is, it makes it a waste of my time in some kind of way. But each one seems to at least pull in a few people that care about that particular thing. So that's good. Moving on, I also hit the 450 video uploads mark thing. I don't know if that counts lives or not, but either way, I put up a lot of videos, which kind of goes hand in hand with that previous thing, the whole 700,000 thing. So that's all right, I guess, right? And also, when I saw that coming up, I celebrated by buying this here Juventud Guerrera shirt, who you may remember from the WCW days as the 450 guy, right? I believe he was in, I don't remember if he went to WWF or not. He might have been in the LWO. I know like Psychosis and Super Crazy, and I feel like Juventud was in it too, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Either way, dude was like my favorite luchador back in that era. So I was like, you know what? Celebrate the moment. Buying a new shirt. Not that I really need any excuses to buy new shirts. I just pretend that I do and just exploit that. So, anyways, getting back on track once again. The other little milestone that happened was I hit my little 4,000 subscriber mark, right? So I was trying to get, well, I won't say I was trying to get that, but I was estimating and thinking like I should get that before my 2-year mark. We'll see what happens. And that did happen. It would have been, I was thinking maybe it'll happen like last year because I did have a weird spurt somewhere. I was like, like even if things get back to normal, I might still make this by the end of the year. And I got the 4,000, thing on January 1st. So there's a possibility that, because the numbers can be a little delayed at times, that I may have actually had it technically last year. But hey, does it really matter? It doesn't. Not at all. I got there, and that's all that matters, right? So here we are, celebrating me and doing things that you helped me do, right? Because, again, I can't do this stuff by myself, right? I mean, I'm sure I can make the videos by myself, but if there's nobody viewing them, I'm probably not going to make as many. And if there's nobody viewing them, obviously nobody's going to subscribe because they're not going to have anything to subscribe to. But it's kind of one of those things. It all goes hand in hand. So anyways, hitting that 4K mark, it was kind of cool. And it's been a little while since I've done like the whole giveaway thing. And I want to celebrate those people as well. Not just Juventud Guerrera, but the people that helped me get to that 4,000 mark. So I'm going to do a giveaway for that. And real quick, yes, this is open to most people, but no, it's not open to everybody. And I'll tell you why. And it's basically because of what I just said. It's the people that helped me get to the 4,000 subscriber mark, right? But don't worry, if you didn't help, there will be other ones later that you can jump in on and it'll be fine. But here's what I'm going to want, right? If you were a subscriber on or before January 1st, right? So that's one thing. If you have public subscriptions, like I'll know because I can see that for myself. You just tell me your username or something. Or if you like weren't a subscriber, that's fine too. But if you like commented somewhere along the way during that time period, basically before January 1st, then I'll put you in there too. That's fine. So, because I get it, right? I don't mind people not subscribing. That's why I don't really harp on that whole thing. So that's like, maybe you don't want to get notifications when I put up new stuff, because maybe you only want to just casually like find my videos. If you look for Ultra Boost, oh, that guy's mildly reliable, I'll watch this one. I get it. It's fine. I'm not going to hold that against you. So, if you fall into one of those categories, again, if you had commented on something before the first, or you were a subscriber from before that time, this is open to you. Also, slight caveat, if you're an overseas person, the little giveaway prize deal, you're not getting it because I'm not mailing you anything. It's super expensive and I'm not doing it, and I could ask you to put in like the shipping, but you're not going to want to do it either. Trust me, I've been there. So anyways, what we're doing, because since we're celebrating the whole 4K thing, I'm going to give away one of these, not both, one of these. It'll be your choice. You can either have this here 4K Fire Stick to watch that 4K content that I create, or you can have this, which is a 4K enabled or whatever, Google Chromecast, again, to watch that 4K content that I put out. So, whichever one you want, you basically let me know which one, and then I'll mail it to you. Again, for those that are in the overseas land, you'll get the equivalent, which would be $49.90. Is it $49.99? I don't know. I think these are $50 a piece. I feel like that's right. So I'll double check, obviously, but yeah, you'll get that equivalent, which is a fair amount, yeah. But you only hit 4,000 once. I mean, unless you lose a bunch of subscribers and like hit it again, I guess. But anyways, how do you win though? That's a question that you might want to have an answer to. Basically, just send me proof that you fall into one of those categories. You know, you can, some of you, like if you're like, say you're P-Town24, like, you just message me and say, hey, I'm in the giveaway. And I'm like, got it. I'll put your name down. If you're some like obscure person that like I don't really know because you don't come around all the time, which is fine, say, hey, I'm so-and-so from YouTube. Like, here, yeah, and then I'll see where you commented on something before, and that'll be good enough, right? So you're going to want to message me on Instagram. You can also tag me in something on Twitter, but I don't think people really follow me on there, so whatever. But again, if you're going to message me on Instagram and I don't follow you, I am not going to see that message. So make it known that you messaged me by like commenting on like a picture or something, and just say, hey, check your messages. So, long story short, to recap, January 1st or before, if you were a subscriber or you commented on something, you are eligible for one of these things. Just message me to let me know that you're interested, and I'll take it from there. I'll let this run for like a week or something like that, and then maybe not a full week, but at least a few days, right? Depends on if I see the number start slowing down as far as people messaging me. Yeah, so we'll just do that. Past that, for those of you that are still with me and not leaving to go message me and stuff, thank you. And for you guys, I'm going to sit here and open a bunch of bags of shirts that I recently bought. Maybe that's why I have these still out. Because, you know, people say sometimes, oh, like, you know, I want to see your, like, unbagging more stuff. And I'm like, really? But then, like, sometimes, like, people ask to see more of something, and then when you do that something, they don't interact with it. So then it's like, what am I doing this for? So this right here, first up, this is a shirt from Chris Bay. Okay, it's a shirt of Chris Bay's creation, not like from him. He's an impact guy, and this is a shirt that he had done in the Paramore styling, right? If you remember the Misery Business album, that one. So that's pretty cool. I saw it, and I follow him somewhat because he's a shoe guy, but he and a wrestler, right, for Impact. But yeah, so he had that up. It sold out. Then it restocked, and here we are. And then this here, bought this from the good people over at Chick-fil-A. I say good people, it's only really the one. So, get this on here. This would be Sergeant Slaughter, right? So, there you go. Turn that thing around. So, there's that. You know, it's a loose Elite, but, you know, I like to keep mine loose anyway. Man, this one must be a little older because the detailing is just not there. But hey, I saw it. They were like, hey, this is for sale if anybody wants it. And I was like, I mean, I'll come pick it up, you know, because I live within driving distance. And they're like, all right, cool. But then some things fell through, and they mailed it to me anyway. But they still didn't give me, like, charging for the shipping, so that was nice. Now some stuff. Is there anything else in there? Okay, no. Now some other crap. Let's see, what is this? This is a Mensinger Shirt. So the Mensingers right there, it's a band that it's like a kind of like a little punk rock band sort of thing going on. I got into them last time I lived here. I think they opened for Lagwagon. I want to say it was Lagwagon. And they're also from Scranton, Pennsylvania. If you saw that and you're a fan of The Office, maybe that's some kind of funny to you. But anyways, yeah, they got some good stuff out there. Their Hello Exile album was very solid. And so were the 3 or 4 that I bought before that one. So definitely check them out. And this right here, this would be, what is this? Oh, Hello Exile. Apparently I bought 2 Mensinger shirts. I don't know, man. Like, sometimes, and you guys can probably relate, like, I buy stuff and then I forget that I bought it. And then it shows up and I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. Sometimes it shows up and I'm like, I don't know, did I buy this? Because like that, I mean, I can see why I bought that license plate one because, you know, color wise, maybe I'll break that out with those 9s or something. And so, what do we have here? More shirts, obviously. This one being a NoFX shirt, the standard logo, orange and black, so that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of NoFX too, you know. I don't want to say I'm a big fan, but I've been into them since like 03 or so. So this is kind of a while. And then here we go, another NoFX shirt. This time in yellow and black, but they slightly different logo. So I don't remember which era is which as far as when they were using what logos or whatever. But I do know that I like their stuff, and there we go. Also, one thing that I would suggest, like if you don't mind depressing yourself for an afternoon, you might want to check out his Cokie the Clown album. I forget what the name of it was, but that's like one of the saddest things, you know, like you listen to it and he's basically like doing songs about the worst things that happened in his life and are really stripped down, you know, so it's like you aren't distracted with like all the horns and whatnot in the background. It's just like pure sorrow. But it's a good album though, so it's definitely worth checking out. And now moving right along, we have this right here. This is an anti-flag shirt. You might not be able to tell, but if you look on the back, there you go, anti-flag American Fall, which was, man, like that album. They put out some like alright ones and stuff. They had a good run, then they had some that were okay, and then out of nowhere, that one was like, that was the one. It was like when Millencolin put out True Brew. It's like it came out of nowhere, and everybody's like, where have they been for the last couple years? Like, why they weren't doing this? And it was like amazing. Here we go. This is another anti-flag shirt. It's done in the style of, what's that? I can't think of the name of the album now, but it's a NoFX inspired cover. You know what I'm saying? It's the one with like the wolves in sheep's clothing. That's the one, yeah. So that. But that anti-flag album, American Fall, man, like, it's probably like 30 minutes or something because, you know, they tend to make short ones, but man, like, it has some solid songs on it. So that was very awesome. Like, you know, if you are into punk rock or whatever, definitely check it out. And then we have this. And the last of the bunch. So this came from Foot Action. And it's a wrestling shirt. So there you go. This is a Street Profits shirt. So there's that for you. One thing I don't like about the standard WWE shirts is like, this is pro wrestling tees right here. The quality is amazing on these, especially if you get the premium ones. These feel like old wash rags or something, like dish towels or something, that have been through the ringer a bit. It's not great. Just know that it's not great. They're fine. They get the point across. And when the shirt is only like $10, you kind of don't think about it so much. But yeah, I bought this one here, and I'm going to blame McFly for this, and I'm going to tell you why. So when I got into the shoe YouTube thing, he was one of the earlier people that I saw. And he was like, doing videos and like helping people get stuff and whatever. And I was like, oh man, like the whole networking thing, that's cool. Like maybe I'll be able to get involved in that in some kind of way. Fast forward some time later, and here I am doing that. And one of the guys that I've networked with is Jeezy Christ, who's often on here on lives. And he did an unboxing recently, and he had got an Eddie Guerrero shirt, right? From also Foot Action, probably, because it's the same style. And I saw that, and I'm like, man, like maybe I should go get one of those too. And so I went back just to see what all they had, and I walked out with this. And so you might be thinking, shouldn't you blame Jeezy? He's like, no, you didn't hear the whole story. McFly is to blame for this. So there we go. All right. Have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Don't forget to message me about whatever, there's something about a giveaway, and we'll figure that out together. Later, people.